Ah. Right, hello and welcome back. My name's Dave and today, got Stranded for you. It's a nice little film actually, but not amazing like you might think by the name Stranded. It's an interesting film of 1960s Algerian desert and sort of soldiers from that country and that. They're set on a rescue to hunt down a missing aircraft. But, you know, as things happen in films, nothing ever seems to go to plan. And sort of, you know, incidents occur along like battles, gunfights, nice little explosions, nice sort of camera work actually is quite good in this. I really struggle to understand them because it's all in Algerian, their native language. But it's got subtitles of English on there for you to maybe use if you want to, but I always prefer to watch a film, if it's a foreign film in their language, to watch it first of all with subtitles, then at a later date go back and watch it again without subtitles to see if I can sort of understand how it all works. Most times I still haven't got a clue what it's saying, but nonetheless I like to give it a go and try and create something myself. But without subtitles, it actually, you get more involved in the story in what you're watching, because you try to understand what is happening, what they're trying to say. You've got to try and go by their expressions, by their voices, in the way by their movements, and it does work. You can get around subtitles. It's an impressive thing what your mind can do and what you put yourself to doing as well. But anyway, let's get back to the film. There's a sandstorm which forces these group of soldiers into a sort of semi-abandoned village, as it were. There is sort of people living there, but nothing like anything particular. But it's like a ruined village sort of thing, and they got to take cover from the storm. But along the way, each of them get picked off by something out there. Something gets them. It's almost like the thing that takes these soldiers out, it feels like they have violated its space, its land, and must seek revenge in order to get justice, as it were. But of course the soldiers ignore all the sort of the signs that something's there, something saying you should go, you should leave, you shouldn't stick around much more than you have to. But they stick around, and like I said, they get picked off one by one. Of course, they find their soldiers sort of lie on the ground and sort of thinking, oh god, what's here? Get the guns ready, sort of thing. And very interesting. I like how it's different to what normal films. I like the way they've played it, and it's different to what you find here in the UK or the US or movies, or the way it's directed, the way it's filmed, the way they have like fresh ideas. It's a nice change of pace. It's really quite exciting film. But all of this sort of takes over one night. So they get there during the daytime and they spend the night there. Of course, everything horrible happens at night, doesn't it? So why would it happen during the daytime? Because it's too obvious. You see what it is that's coming to get you. In the night, you got these shadows around corners, 90-degree corners, because the buildings seem to be quite 90-degree streets and there isn't being much corners. So you can't see around. And you go look one way and something comes behind you and takes you out, sort of thing. Yeah, but shadows play mind tricks and you get these little noises that sort of happen. Yeah, they got some like good names in here, sort of thing. One of the guys in this starred in Die Hard films, and another starred in the G.I. Joe films as well. So they're quite known to TV, but you would probably not spot them unless you're sort of a real sort of film person. I try not to associate a real person starring in different films to overestimate them and say, yeah, they're good in G.I. Joe, but not very good in this film, but good in this one, not G.I. Joe. I try to separate that out so there's no crossover between characters and that. You don't want to cross characters over because they're totally different films, totally different genres as such, and different ways of doing it. Let's take a closer look at the box now, shall we? And here we have it. It's quite a nice looking case actually. I quite like this. Let's just pan down a little bit. I like how you got the name Stranded, you got some planes and going across the top there. You got like, sort of characters at the front. In a desert, the enemy is not who you think.
Basically, what I'm trying to tell you there is the desert is the enemy, because you go stranded out there, you die of thirst and hunger, not even in a couple of days and weeks, sort of thing. You got lucky last weeks in the desert by yourselves, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice, sort of dusty-looking case. Sort of what background it is, with a nice big explosion on the side, the fuel being spat out. Bit of a storm on the right hand side. Not too bad. Looks quite nice. On the back is quite dark. Very different than the front, but they got some pictures of the people at the top there. If it allows to zoom in, here we go. So they got some people at the top there in sort of motion places. Again, got some going for the buildings of the town with the guns out because they're going to get attacked. And for some reason, the planes in the background. It shouldn't be there, but never mind. Actually, the things actually on cases, what's actually in the film would be quite nice, but never mind. That's the way people do it. They try to sell a film to you. I guess go from here, shall we? It's 1960 in the Afghanian desert. A unit of elite soldiers are set on a rescue mission in search of a missing aircraft. They are not alone. Stormed by Algerian rebels, no one anticipates that another more deadly threat lies silently in wait. A violent sandstorm forces the troops to take refuge in an uncharted village deep in the desert, taking the inhabitants and the rebels hostage. Little do they know that the village is governed by a force far more powerful than any of them can imagine, and their invasion has violated their land. Ignoring warnings to leave, as the days turn into night, an enemy rises as ranks are decimated one by one, they face the longest night of their lives. Starring legend Cyril Raffaelli. He's in Die Hard, District 13. There's some other names in there as well, which I can't read myself. Maybe you can have a go. There you go. Saeed Tagamoa. Sorry, I'm not very good at names. Never have been, never will be. Inside the case feels a little bit cheap. There's a little bit on the flimsy side to get sun, but it's not bad though. It's not a bad case. Shame there's nothing inside to look at. The disc is the exact same what's on the front, but the plane on the top and the guys on the bottom. Not bad little case actually. So yeah, back out to you talking to the camera.
But overall, it's a very good film, and I highly do recommend it for you. Very exciting, very powerful film, and it's very interesting that it's in the language, and give it a go. If you like it, please let me know. I'll be grateful for it. Thank you, and goodbye.